On the flip side, are there any interviews that come to mind? You've had so many, but where after you're done, you just in the moments finishing the interview think to yourself, God, I hope the equipment was working. Like, I really hope we caught that because it was so good. Are there any that come to mind where you're like, oh, wow, that's one that I'm really proud of?
Yeah, I mean, a lot. I think one that's sort of that I usually dust off when I'm asked this question is one I did after the massacre at Columbine High School. And it was maybe 4 a.m. Colorado time is how many hours behind New York? 2 or 3? Is it 3?
Mountain time?
2.
2.
So it was 5 a.m. and it was April. And so the sky was pitch black, but it was snowing. So it was this very dramatic scene. And I interviewed Michael Scholes, who had lost his son Isaiah, and Craig Scott, who had lost his sister Rachel. And they were so broken, understandably broken, shattered, not even broken, they were shattered. And it had happened the day before. And they came on the Today Show, which I think is always such an interesting thing. Why do people in this grief-stricken state come to talk about their loved ones? I've always been fascinated by that and thought it would be a really excellent thesis for a psychology student about grief and sort of the public acknowledgement of grief. And anyway, they came and and it was just a heartbreaking interview, and to witness them kind of looking to each other for comfort. Michael Scholes was a big, burly black guy, and Craig Scott was this sort of angelic, tow-headed teenager. And I've actually stayed in touch with Craig Scott, and they held hands during the interview. And it was sort of the personification of loss and sorrow in these two people. And just holding on to each other for dear life. It was really profound. It was really, I was witnessing it less. I was witnessing it more than interviewing them, because they were in this particular space and I was an observer, really. So I always think about that interview as being, after it was over, a really important interview for people to watch. And I hope I handled it in a sensitive, thoughtful way that both respected them as human beings, but also guided them so they could express themselves. There's situations where you just really want people to, you really want to help them get through it. I mean, there are all kinds of situations. I'm sure in all the interviews you've done, there's some cases where, you want to afflict the comfortable. And there are other cases when you want to comfort the afflicted. And that was definitely the latter. And so just helping them through it. And that was a really, I don't want to say special, but significant experience for me as a person.